We're raising a glass this morning for National Red Wine Day.
Yeah, Sakura Gray is live in Auburn celebrating at Paza Estate Winery.
Well, cheers to National Red Wine Day, Pamela. And I couldn't spend Red Wine Day without talking to a wine owner. And Pamela's joining us this morning. We're at Paza Estate Winery. How's it going this morning?
It's good. It's good. It's such a beautiful day.
It is gorgeous. On the drive here to the winery, we saw a baby deer, peacocks, and then we saw your hummingbirds that have been visiting you. So it's gorgeous. Take a look behind us. Tell us a little bit about this winery.
Well, we opened the winery in 2010, and we are organic, we are family friendly, we are dog friendly, and you can bring your own food when you come out, and we have lots of delicious wines, and Zane is the winemaker. And we'd love to have everybody out here this weekend. It'd be fun.
It's gorgeous. We're on the Placer Wine Trail right now, and this winery is kind of the love story come to life between Pa and Za. So you are half of Paza,
Yes.
Pamela, and then we also have your husband Zane, who is the cowboy. So if you see someone walking around the winery with a big old cowboy hat on, just know this Oklahoma boy has been, I don't know, lassoed and brought over here to California. So Pamela brought you here, but you are here to stay in California. Tell us a little bit about the winemaking side of Paza.
Happy to be here in California now. Our winemaking is pretty natural. We try to get the grapes just naturally easy ripening and not overripe. This is the time we're going to be harvesting in the next week. All of our reds coming up. So yeah, it's exciting and exhausting at the same time right now. So.
Yeah, the Oklahoma boy turned into a winemaker, and now he's a wine expert teaching me a thing or two, because half the time when I'm buying a red, I'm walking into the grocery store saying, what's the cheapest one? But we're becoming more refined by the day. So, Zane, walk on over here. Tell us what we are seeing on the table starting from left to right.
We've got our Grenache Tinta. This is our Spanish Grenache that we grow here. And then we have our Malbec. Everything is right here in Placer County. It's all grown either at our property right here or just a couple miles away to make life easier. This is a shed red. This is a blend of Barbera and Grenache. For our shed, our tasting shed is our Escape. And then Petit Syrah, it's kind of our star through the many years. It's been our little star over the long 13 years now. So, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you guys celebrated 13 years of being open just yesterday. So we came to visit them just in time. And I got to say, Shed Red, I think that's what we got to name my nail color, right? It sounds like an OPI nail color. But, okay, so when it comes to coming out to Paza, you guys are open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Again, open to dogs, open to families. And, you know, you got to put a little bit of something in your stomach when you're drinking all this red wine. You've also got menu items as well.
We have charcuterie items available. You can pick and choose and add to your own charcuterie board, and then you're welcome to bring your own picnic. We do require a reservation for 6 or more people, so we can have a space set, so you can sit and relax, enjoy your snacks and a bottle of wine, and yeah.
And if you're lucky, you might get a visit from hummingbirds like we just did. So we're going to continue keeping a lookout for all of the different animals that are coming near me, because I feel like I'm Dr. Dolittle right now, or maybe Snow White. All the animals are coming to join me out at the winery. Coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to learn a little bit more about red wine, because, again, we have to be learning more. It's National Red Wine Day, so don't go anywhere. We're going to continue learning at Paza Estate Winery here on the Placer Wine Trail coming up in just a bit.
I agree. We should continue our education on red wine.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sakura.
Ulterior motives around here.
Well, this morning I'm furthering my education, my wine education, that is. This morning we're learning the science behind red wine for National Red Wine Day. Right now I'm here at Paza Estate Winery on the Placer Wine Trail over in Auburn. We're checking out their reds and also learning what it takes behind the scenes to get the perfect glass of red wine. So I've got my red nails on, I'm ready to go, and I'm joined here with Zane, who this morning, you might as well be Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Okay, well.
You've got all the devices ready to go, because wine is serious business. There is a science behind it.
This is a very serious time, so we are picking on a specific sugar level and pH levels, and the ripening has to be perfect, because when we pick it, we can't put it back. So it's time then, the next few days, we'll pick these. We've been sampling this morning, so we pick a sample bag full of berries. We squeeze all that juice together. We put it into a small cup like this, and then we will put a little drop of that sugar on the refractometer. And we'll
The
check that out.
refractometer. You learn something new every day. Didn't know a refractometer existed, but then after you put it in there, then you take a look.
Then you can look through and you can see what the sugar level's at. It's at 24 right now, so we're right on the verge. We're ready to go. So when these are picked, it will probably start in the morning, possibly in the dark, and that way we get everything picked nice and cold, and we get it pushed into the winery after it's destemmed with all the machines, and it stays happy. And then we start the fermentation indoors, so it's all controlled.
Yeah, well, I was asking you about the wine crushing process. So once it's good to go, they do not need my feet this time around. You guys do have a machine, but I did volunteer that my size 11 feet are willing to help you guys crush for your 15th anniversary. We just celebrated 13, so in 2 years' time, give me a ring. And then lastly, tell us a little bit about some of the differences between red wine, because I think a lot of us, we're just looking for the effects of the wine, but there actually is a difference, and it's good to know what tastes you enjoy and maybe which ones are your favorite. So walk us through how they differ.
Yeah, we like to have something different for everybody's palate. So we want all the wines to taste and be slightly different. You have the Grenache is going to be the lightest, easy drinking. The
That's the one
Malbec,
furthest on the
that's our
left.
first on the
Yeah.
left. And then the Malbec is going to be more medium to light, and it's also really pretty blueberry and a really great. All these are really good grapes for the area. And then the Shed Red's a little bit bolder. So it's going to be Barbera and a little Grenache. So it's a lot of dark cherry, and then the Grenache kind of brightens it up with a nice fruit. And then the Petite Syrah is going to be our biggest, boldest with more tannin, a little more like Cabernet.
Beautiful. And so you can taste out some of these wines for a tasting session here at Paza Estate Winery. And speaking of things that go together, wine, charcuterie, you can get both of them right here at the winery. And also things that go together are Pa and Za, the owners, Pamela, and then we have the winemaker, Zane. So, in fact, this winery is a love story come to life. Pamela from California, Zane from Oklahoma. They fell in love, made a home here in California, and now they're sharing their love for wine and winemaking with the rest of us here in the Placer Wine Trail. So, come on out here. You'll get to enjoy a little bit of nature. It's gorgeous out here. We saw hummingbirds, peacocks, deer. You're able to play like, what's that game? I Spy with all the animals. And then you'll feel like one with nature while you're having a very nice glass of red. And now you know all the science behind it, so you'll be able to show off some of those fun facts to all your friends.
You fancy.
You so fancy.
Thanks, Sakura.